On the curve of the river, fringed with large cottonwoods, the moon shone brightly, and all was as still as death, except when a flock of geese or sand cranes were disturbed in their repose. Lieutenant William Emery.
South by the Rio Grande, then west towards the Gila River, the 110 men under Stephen Kearny's command marched into the wilderness. The tiny band of soldiers was guided by Kit Carson, the already legendary Taos trapper. Carson had warned them all. The journey would be hard. At the end, the men would be starving. Lieutenant Emery wondered if they would survive, even as he coolly measured the features of a strange new world.
Strolling over the hills alone, I was struck with the fact that not one object in the whole view, animal, vegetable, or mineral, had anything in common with the products of any state in the Union, with the single exception of the cottonwood.
Emery marveled at what he called the perfect stillness and quietude of the landscape. For the native peoples he was soon to meet, this was sacred ground.
Most Indian people, and particularly some of the Indian people in the Southwest, have a very deep religious connection with their lands. Their gods are in the land themselves. For many Native American people, history, as we understand it, is as much a function of place as it is of time.
The soldiers marched over cedar and pine-covered hills, making their way through the land of the Apache Indians. Emery wrote that the Apaches they met saw the U.S. soldiers as allies. For generations, the Apaches and the Spanish had waged war against each other. Now, the Mexican government was paying handsomely for Apache scalps.
One of the chiefs broke out in a vehement manner. "You have taken New Mexico and will soon take California. Go then, and take Chihuahua, Durango, and Sonora. We will help you. The Mexicans are rascals. We hate and will kill them all."
Native American people have often been able to retain our autonomy by balancing one colonial power against another. The problem, of course, with Kearny's occupation of the American Southwest is that the balance now is gone, and Indian people then find themselves at the mercy of the Americans, which in many instances proved to be disastrous.
For the Native Americans of the Southwest, Kearny's passage would signal the beginning of the most bitter and tragic chapter in the history of their people. But here, beneath the distant sky, the men of Kearny's command could not have seemed so significant. Beyond the Colorado River, past ancient abandoned cities, past the cultivated fields of the Pima and Maricopa tribes, across the desert lands of the Mojave Indians. With every labored step, the soldiers pushed the U.S. frontier westward to California.